Various pseudo-liberals show us hearts, flowers, say no to violence, and at the same time order each other around. Why do they say no to violence when it comes to Putin? Despite my strong dislike for Volkov, it appears that he can withstand a beating on the head, while Putin cannot. What's the difference? Maybe the pseudo-liberals are cooperating with Putin. Maybe they have some niceties. Perhaps their aversion to overthrowing Putin stems from their contentment with their current situation. Pseudo-liberals show their hearts with flowers. The West pays them grants quite well. They collect donations, and everything is fine with them. Some other people who belong to these pseudo-liberals have the opportunity to solve their financial and political problems. Everything works out fine for everyone. The only people suffering are those in Russia and Ukraine. They can't wait for flowers and hearts to solve their problems. We call them flowers and hearts. I don't believe them, because if they were such non-opponents, they would not have come here in any case when they could openly say that they are Tolstoyans and against violence. And here they are on the one hand against violence when it concerns Putin, and not when it concerns those from whom you can't get an earful. They recall Skripal's fate, including his visit and poisoning, and strive to avoid unduly intimidating Putin's people. Look, how many of you have heard pseudo-liberals call things by their proper names as I do? I refer to Putin as a bald dwarf, a dick, and so on. They're trying to be polite. They attempt to demonstrate that they do not oppose freedom and violence, but this approach is no longer suitable. While it may have been acceptable in 2011, it is no longer appropriate in today's context. When there is a war, there is terrible bloodshed, the worst bloodshed since World War II. Any other war, like the Vietnam War or the Korean War, was less bloody. In this scenario, the pseudo-liberals argue against the use of violence. What tactics should we employ during a war?